This week, I got unexpected income that was expected, as Johan says. But it was awesome because if you don't give up, you win.
Amen.
It doesn't matter how long you have to wait. If you don't give up, you win.
Amen.
So that was what that first testimony was about. The second one is about a young man at Jabulani, where I minister on a Wednesday night. He's been waiting for school fees. And we've been believing since the beginning of the year. It's not a huge amount or anything, but it's been a case of really having to have faith and really having to wait for God to come through for this money. And I mean, he's a street child. It's not like it's a street kids ministry. So every week I go and I'm like, Jesse, how's it going? And he's like, trying to be all brave, and I'm trying to be brave, and we're both trying to be brave because I know God's coming through. And I'm just praying that he's going to hold on. So last week, after Dr. James Repsol spoke, I just felt in my spirit when I spoke to Jesse, I said to him, listen, first of all, you've got to act like this money is already here. You've got to keep studying, you've got to pitch up for your exams, you've got to do whatever you're going to do. A couple of times he's been sent home from school because the money hasn't been paid. So I said to him, I don't care. I don't care what it looks like. We're going to believe what God says,
Amen.
not what we see.
Amen.
So last week when I was there, actually the week before, I felt in my spirit that he had to sow a seed. And I said to him, Jesse, give me something. And he looked at me, and I looked at him. He said, but what am I going to give you? I said to him, Jesse, I don't care. Just give me something. He's like, do you want my watch? And I was like, I just didn't have the heart to take his watch from him. Well, not take it from him, but you see my own mentality. But anyway, I said to him, no, do you have another cap? He says, yes, he's got a cap. I said, well, go fetch it. So he ran upstairs and he fetched me his cap and he gave it to me. So I was like, Lord, please, really, you got to come through for us here. And I left and I was like, flip, okay, thanks, Lord, I know you're coming through for us. I went back on Wednesday and I said to him, so Jess, what's happened? He's like, no, Pastor Vivian came on Monday and Steph said, what can he do for me, whatever. And he left 2,000 rand,
Amen.
which is 5 months worth of school fees.
Amen.
And I was like, thank you, Jesus. I was like, no, are you joking? And he's like, I'm not joking. I'm like, no, seriously. He's like, no, I'm joking. I said, no, what is it now? Are you joking or aren't you? So one of the childcare workers were there and I said, Matlats, just tell me the story, please. I can't take this anymore. So he said, no, that's what really happened. So he got 5 months tuition for sewing a cap.
Amen.
And I'm telling you, I said, and the lesson I learned out of that was, if we try and rescue God, people are going to forever look at us.
Yeah.
What he has now is
Yes.
eternal.
Amen.
That cap was a seed, and it yielded a harvest.
Yeah.
So now, every time he needs a harvest, he can sow.
Amen.
And know that, sorry, I'm already doing the tithing message.
Go ahead.
No, but I wasn't going to, but I'm just saying, every time he sows, if I had, because my first instinct was, well, I'll just give him the money. But I never had it in my spirit. I didn't feel to just
To
give
rescue.
him that money. Yes, to rescue him, because that's your first thing. Well, I've got the money, let's just fix it. But that's not what it's about.
Nope.
It's about teaching someone to fish
Yeah.
so that they can eat forever.
Amen.
Because who's our source?
Yeah, amen.
I'm not his source.
Yes.
I might not ever go there again after 2 months. I mean, I don't know what God's going to say, but God's going to be with him forever.
Yes.